All right, guys, so this is the second activity we're doing today, and it's the Uno Proofs activity. Okay, so hopefully we've all played Uno, and this kind of goes right along with that. And I know this is going to seem like it has nothing to do with math, but when we start proofs, it most definitely will. Okay, we're going to talk about the structure that we used with this, and the simplistic rules that we use, and the chain of events that happen. So it does have to do with math, but hear me out. Okay, this activity should not take you very long. Okay, so you have a bunch of cards. Well, first of all, let me go to your Google Classroom. Okay, if you go to Google Classroom under classwork, okay, and you go to today's date, you will see the Uno Proof slide is probably the easiest to see. You should also have a handout, okay, and the handout is what you'll turn in, but these pictures of cards didn't print out like I thought they were. So I put the slideshow on here, and you could very easily see. One is done before, you will do it again, but two, they're a lot easier to see here. So if you're having problems making out what they are in your handout, go to Google Classroom and just use the slides. And then this is the sheet. This is the only sheet that I need you to turn in. One is done for you, so here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now, if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong in the past, I don't think you use every one of these lines in every one of these, okay? You're gonna use one line for each card. So if you have extra spaces, that's okay, don't worry about it. All right, so back to Uno. Okay, so our goal here is we're pretending like we're playing Uno by ourselves. Okay, we're starting with this card and we're ending with this card, and we must use all the cards in between. Okay, so we want to get rid of all of our card in, I guess, one turn, if you will. Okay, we're just playing by ourselves. We don't want to have to draw any, and every one of these you can get through with that. So Uno, the reason we like it is because we learned to play when we were very, very little. Okay, I remember playing this with my kids that are 2 or 3 years old. Okay, because it's very simple. Okay, you can play a card that's the same color as the one already down. You can play one that's the same, and these should really be 2, that's the same number or the same symbol, like 2 reverses or 2 skips or whatever. Okay, so they can be different colors as long as they're the same number or the same symbol. And then we have these things called wilds, and we can change the color. So we use change color only when we put a wild down. Okay, that's our reason. All right, now a lot of you it'll be easier just to go through and complete the left-hand side and then go back and complete the right-hand side. Okay, so these statements, the left-hand side, down here we're gonna write what card we use. Okay, so we're starting with the blue 6. So I'm just gonna write here, blue 6. Okay, and if you want, you can kind of cross them off as we go, because remember, we have to use every card. Okay, after the blue 6, my goal is to get to 9 without having to draw any cards. Okay, well, the only thing I could use here is my red 6. Okay, so I'm going to cross that off, and I'm going to put red 6 here. Guys, I can't use the same card more than once. Okay, red 6. Well, after I use red 6, there's only one card I can use, and it is the red 5. So cross that off and go down here and put red 5. Okay, then I can do my green 5. So, oh my gosh, green 5 is right here. And then we can do green 9 and then yellow 9. So green 9 and yellow 9. Okay, so I'm out. Ooh, yellow 9. All right, so now though, I have to go back and I have to justify every one of these things. Okay, every one of them I have to justify. Well, the first card, that's just what we're given. Okay, we don't have to justify that. That's what we're handed. Okay, we don't have to have a reason for that. We're just handed that. That's our starting point. So on the first card you have, every one of these will be given. Okay, now you're not going to use given except for the first one. So when I went from a blue 6 to a red 6, okay, of these, we're done with given. Of these, 1, 2, 3, 4 of my possible reasons here. It has 4 rules. Uno has 4 rules. Which one of these rules allows me to go from a blue 6 to a red 6? Okay, well, it's the same number, right? 6 and 6, that's why I can do that. So I'm just going to write same number. From a red 6 to a red 5, why is that legal? Why can I do that? What rule tells me that that's okay to do? Well, it's the same color. So I would just write same color. Okay, from my red 5 to a green 5, which rule am I going to use? Why is that legal? Okay, well, notice they're both 5, so it's going to be the same number again. Okay, and then from a green 5 to a green 9, the only reason I can do that is because they're the same color. Okay, and then I went from a green 9 to a yellow 9, so I did change colors, but I can do that because the numbers stayed the same, so they are the same number. Okay, so that's the first one. Okay, go in order and get out, and then over here, just say what rule you use. And like I said, it doesn't seem like math, but I promise you it will get back. So that's the first one. You don't have to do the first one. I think there's 5 more. Let me look. Is there 5 more? Go back to the slides. Oh, I already have them open. 1. So we did 1. We just did that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, there's 5 more. So you do the last 5, and like I said, you will write your work on this answer sheet, which you should be given, and this is what I need you to turn into the basket, and that's it. Make sure your name is on it.